Hi everybody, welcome to a very special video. Let's cover the bear trap formation 1-2 option strategy. We're gonna learn every single thing about this. Before you start, the fundamental number one for any option strategy is that the worst possible situation should always be factored into the strategy. If you are a working professional and if you do not have that much time to give into the markets, you do not want to do a lot of adjustments, then the focus should be that what is the maximum one can lose. That is where one need to focus on, and I'm gonna tell you step by step how do we make this 1-2 strategy. Let's understand deeper. I'm gonna load an option simulator for you, and then we're gonna test it together. So here I have loaded an option chain of the weekly series. Obviously the weekly is Tuesday now. So what do we do? Step number one is that we look to long a strike, which is approximately having a delta of roughly around 40, 38, somewhere around that, right? Not as a thumb rule, but this is good to start with. So first we look forward to long this. Once we do that, then the next step is that we look forward to short two options, which should be approximately around maybe a round strike somewhere around this 25,500. So we look to sell this, but this time we are selling two options. And after that, what do? We go slightly more out of the money and we buy two again. So basically we enter with one and then two and then two. This is the formation, the bear, the ladder which we are making on the downside. Now when we do this, how things look for us. Now, like I said, like the name suggests of this strategy, this is how it looks at the moment. Couple of things really should strike you immediately. Point number one is how much is the margin which one is required in this particular strategy. Point number one. Point number two is that if market doesn't go bearish as we expect, if market continue to go up, in that situation, how much is at stake? You could see it very carefully. Also, certain maneuvers, certain things which we can do, by which we can look forward to reduce this as much as we possibly can. We can try to do it. But at the same time, if market go in our expected favor, then in that situation, because we have long the puts, so there is no issue in if any kind of a big gap down happens in the market, because the strategy is designed like this. Now, this is the creation, this is the formation of the strategy. Now, I'm sure a lot of you must be thinking that what if exactly on a Tuesday, if market, or a Monday, one day prior, if market comes over here, then you see this, this red zone, which you can see what is going to happen. Like I told you in my previous videos as well, this red zone will come into its maximum effect if we hold on to the trade till expiry, when there is a 5 minute remaining till the end of an expiry. Only then. And like I say always, you want me to clear your confusion, you want me to show you exactly in expiry, if market go down, then what's going to happen. What if market really shoot up? In that situation, what is going to happen? And guess what, I'm going to deliver like always. So let's load a simulation now, bearish and the bullish, and we try to figure out what can we expect from a strategy like this, the formation 1-2. Let's go now. So here we are on a simulator. As you can see right now, it is Monday 22 September, and we have loaded the weekly series, the next weekly series. Of course, we have started with longing a put option, and then we shorted two, and then we long two, and we do something like this. This is how it turns out to be, where we are expecting the market to go bearish, so we make something like this. Also, we are prepared if market go up, then what do we expect? Now, before I start the simulation, I have to give you the standard disclaimer. Option strategy, option trading contains a certain degree of risk to the capital. There is no strategy which is 100% into the market. There's always going to be certain degree of risk to the capital. Now let's start with this and let's see what happens with this. Is it going to be a bearish month or is it going to be bullish? So let's see as we are moving ahead. What do we see is that market is coming just a little. In fact, market is just there where it is, not much of a movement in the market, and the weekly series will expire on a Tuesday, and here we are on a Friday now, as of now. And what do we see is that the trade is working in our favor. obviously, because it's a bearish strategy and this is a simulation for a bearish market environment. Now let's see what happens on a Monday. Now as you can see, Monday market is near the red zone. You could see it very carefully here. Market is hovering around the red zone, but still the trade is coming out quite nice. The reason, like I told you in the beginning, that market could just be on the red zone. Still, market has to be there right exactly on the expiry. Now this is the expiry day, and if I go ahead, let's see what happens with this. Now obviously, how much capital do we look to deploy if we just enter with one lot? The capital requirement is this one, right? This one you can see here, right? And versus if things go in our favor, then we expect to, obviously, if it's a bearish strategy, then market could just go down. And I'm gonna tell you more things about this, but just to show you, if we hold on to the trade, then what do we expect? And this comes out to be a bearish side. Now of course, a lot of you must be thinking, what if market go up, right? So let's see, we're gonna cover this. Like I say, there always going to be certain degree of risk, and in strategy like this, it's always good to have certain kind of view in the market. And then in this strategy, where it does not ask for a lot of adjustments, now I've loaded a new example. In this, market will start to go bullish. Now I can obviously very well give you an example where market just give a massive gap down and market comes here, and you could see like on the green zone. But this is not one of those channels. This is the channel where I give you both sides of the coin, and so that you learn properly, you understand the worst situation, the best situation, everything, obviously, right? Now let's see. And obviously you need to have some experience in trading to understand what's running on the screen. Now here, exact same thing, and we are starting a new example. Long the put, and then we short to, and then we long to. And now here, what do we see is market starts to go up. Now, if market starts to go up, the maximum red zone, which you could see over here, this is already before we enter into the trade. We could understand that this is what is the maximum. Now, obviously, we haven't done any adjustment and market has gone up. Now we are on Thursday now, and market expire on Tuesday, Friday now. Friday morning, market has really drifted far away. The odds is obviously, market has to travel so much. So if I'm trading this, I can probably, square off the entire set, take a hit, take a stop loss, and then make a new position right near at the money. That ways, market just have to snap back just a little. This can be a new way of thinking into this trade, but you want to see worse, right? So let's see worse what's going to happen. Now, there in between the trade as well, one can do a lot of things. So here, Tuesday must be market off. So Monday is an expiry, as we can see over here. So what we can do is probably we can just hang around in the trade, and even if market goes really, really bull from here, well, one can look to completely exit the trade and take this hit, etc., etc. But this hit is for a person who's just taken the trade and who's not doing any kind of an adjustment, who's not exiting the trade, in tranches when the market has already gone so far, not exiting 50% of the trade. If he just holding on to the trade, in that situation, one could, exit now, right? Versus if the trade go into the favor, then there is not much of a concern. In fact, retail traders mostly, what do I see is that they are really, sort of worried about the gap down. They don't want to get a strategy which has naked option selling, which we do not do. We do not recommend either doing any kind of a naked selling, something which has a lot of peace of mind. And option spreads 1 to 2, these kind of spreads make sure that we are hedged on the downside, like you have witnessed right now over a simulator. Now, common mistake can be holding on till the end, not exiting partially before it. I mean, suppose the maximum loss is suppose 2000 example, and as soon as you hit a loss of 1000, then one can exit at least a 50% of the total position. It's always better to take a hit early. But if you're holding on till expiry, then you are already, you know exactly on what point you are exiting and entering without any directional view. Now, this kind of a strategy is not delta neutral, of course. So one should not do it to get a theta decay. If you are a mean revision trader, or if you are a trader who think that this is the time for me to deploy a bearish kind of a strategy, then these kind of strategies can be of a good use only when you have certain kind of view. Now, will it work as effective in bullish? Now, with my personal experience, I could say that these strategies on a bearish kind of a flow are more effective because of IV. So that is the reason on the downside, I personally do it when the view is bearish about the market. So I'm sure you must have learned something really good into the markets. The bearish strategy, that's the exact reason why I tell you, hit and trial way of trading one must avoid into the markets. So thanks for watching, and I wish you all the very best. Take care. Bye-bye.